All right. Welcome. Sorry for the little delayed stand find there. I just woke up. I don't know if you guys are gonna be able to tell that I just woke up, but I was on vacation for 2 weeks from work, and to say the least, it was a great shift. But man, oh man, it beat me in the butt. I am so tired. But again, nothing's gonna stop me from praising the Lord and being ahead of schedule. So tomorrow I can sleep and just post the videos like I did today. I think I really liked that I did that for myself today. Um, I pre-recorded everything that way that I could sleep and then just wake up around 4ish and then premiere the video. So that way I don't have to post it and have the drafts saved on my social media accounts. Again, shalom. I hope you guys are all doing good. Today's topic and today's focus, oh my gosh, it is more windy. I know I said that yesterday. I was like, I hope the wind doesn't catch up in the microphone, but it didn't because the mic is actually pretty solid, not gonna lie. Um, oh my gosh, it's windy, dude, and my Bible's getting crinkled. Oh my goodness. Okay, I'm gonna put it face this way. Today's topic is the Trump AI post. I know it happened. It's almost over a few days now that this happened ago. I didn't get to talk about how I felt about it. Um, so I just started this and I figured I would touch on it. Um, Especially since I just started this and there's new um, people that are viewing this videos that I'm making. Again, when I say these things, it's my opinion, right? And I try not to get political, so I'm gonna try to be as least political as possible. Another fly, like yesterday. Jeez, I'm a mess right now. I don't know if it's because I just woke up but so in the Bible, I picked out a verse. Today's video is going to be a little bit shorter, but today's verse that we're focusing on is Mark 13:22. Okay? So, and this verse kind of gives the rundown of why I mean, I think the post was wrong on so many levels and I'm going to touch on that. But let's just get through the verse before I go on a ramble. You know how I get once I start talking. Okay, the wind. Nah, it's so nice out, but the wind, the Bible, I don't even know if I'm gonna be able to open my Bible to the page with how the wind's going. Come on, just don't blow for a few seconds here. Come on, please, 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 please. Come on, man. Nah, I'm gonna do it. I don't care how windy it. I don't care how windy it is. I don't care if I have to fold my Bible. All right, 13:22. Ay, ay, ay. What a morning. Well, not morning, afternoon. For false messiahs and false prophets will appear, and perform signs and wonders to deceive, if possible, and I underlined this, even the elect. So be on your guard. I have told you everything ahead of time. Now, I take that and I'm like, whoa, that's powerful because not only is it saying in Mark that, and it's not only in Mark but across the Bible, it says that there's going to be false prophets. There's going to be watch out for false teachers, watch out for idols, watch out for um, people who say they know God but they really don't. Um, the Pharisees in the Bible, in that time, the Pharisees would mock the Lord and think that they are all knowing, but then they were so. You can be publicly looking like you know God and do it for your figure, but then internally you are so far away from Him. And It's like these videos on TikTok. Like I just saw this reel before I started this. This guy was having a debate with I forget his name, but he's a really well-known Christian that debates. And these atheists and these people who don't know God but know the Bible inside and out, and honestly, these people know the Bible way better than you would, way better than I would. These people know the Bible inside and out, but they are so far away from God. For their only point is to betray God and prove that he isn't the real God. Like, I don't know. Again, it goes back to love and hate. You're going to have hate and you're going to have love, and they're both going to. Like, yesterday in my TikTok comments, this guy posted, he was trying to, like, aura farm me or, like, mog me or something in my comments. He was like, it was like nephew with like I think it might have been like LeBron or something, like going up in purple flames, because the volume when I post my TikToks, I put it all the way up just so people can fluctuate with however loud they want to hear it. But I didn't realize that when I put it all the way up, man, it sounds like, what's that word, like ear rape, but bass boosted and stuff. So but I took it. I was gracious and I took it humbly, and I appreciated the feedback. But I'm not saying that's hate, you know, but it's like you could have worded it in a nicer way, like you could have been like, hey, just letting you know, like the volume's a little bit loud, instead of like trying to like mog me in my own on my own page. And then I look on his account and he's younger than me, calling me nephew. Like, what do you mean? But anyway, back to the point. I don't know if you guys watch Amazon Prime or have ever heard of The Boys, the show on Amazon Prime. It's about like knockoff superheroes that like I don't know, it's a good show. But 48 hours before this episode came out that they published, where the character Homelander is um is the epitome of a president that people love, but because they don't see the bad. But all of the heroes know that he is, if he gains power, which he wants to do, like almighty power, they're they're screwed. So in this season, 48 hours before this episode aired, the people on the production team were thinking, you know what, let's make Homelander kind of crazy this season. Let's make him depict himself as the Messiah, as Jesus. And they did exactly what Trump posted. And it's so weird to me because it's like, imagine you're in a production team for Amazon and you're talking and you're having these conversations about how can we make this character so obnoxious and absurd and so far away from a reality that wouldn't happen ever. And then 2 days before you make that post on that episode of a character in a show depicting himself as Jesus and proclaiming that he is the Lord and Savior and the chosen one in a show, so it's false, right? And it's just a show, it's a character, it's fictional. But then you have in reality, in real time, the elected president, who I do not oppose, just to put that out there. He had my vote, rightfully so. But then he posts that. And obviously Trump took it down. I think, though, knowing how Trump is and his character and seeing his tendencies in social media, Trump doesn't back down from what he posts and he stands on it. So the fact that when he went to the press conference and he said that he thought he was a doctor, come on. And it reminded me of the episode, because in the episode they pulled that same card because they were proving, and like sometimes through a show will mock how society reacts to things, right? And a show will tell you a lot about how our world and how our society thinks. And it literally was the same reaction that the president and his elected officials had. Oh, what? It was AI. What do you mean? Acting victim, playing victim, saying it wasn't, like, making it less of what it really is. That's blasphemy. He depicted himself. I don't, okay. I don't care what your opinion is, and I mean, on this topic, because I'm gonna stand so firm on where I stand. I don't care who's the president. I don't care who's elected into office. In any world, as a Christian with my walk, that is not right, and that is so hard to forgive. That is so hard to just look past, because my God says that. These disciples say this in the Bible all the time, and this is what they tell us to watch out for. So how can I not be on my guard? Because it tells me to be on my guard.